The end of the world is coming. Zombie disaster sweeps the world. Species mutate wildly. Humans become food for monsters. Fan is reborn and returns to the time before the end of the world, stocking food crazily. First, please deliver 100,000 boxes of instant noodles. Then 100,000 boxes of ham. Then 1 million tons of beef. 1 million tons of vegetables. 1 million tons of purified water. When everyone is starving in the end of the world, Fan was lying in the granary petting a cat. Hum. Are you Zur? I hate it. You ask even though you know the answer. I usually accompany you on Mondays. Meng Meng is on Tuesday. Lily is on Wednesday. Ting Ting is on Thursday. Zhao Jiao is on Friday. Saturday and Sunday are our days off. Fan has a handsome face. He looks out the window blankly. The sun is shining brightly, full of vitality. There is a peaceful and tranquil scene outside the villa on the hillside. There is no horror scene of the end of the world. What day is today? May 6th. Is it May 6th? 221? What 221? Master Fan, did you drink too much last night? Today is May 6th to 20. Master Fan, I have to go to work. Fan hurriedly found his mobile phone, stared at the date on the screen in shock. Oh my god, today is really May 6th to 20. I was reborn on the 10th day before the end of the world. He remembers it clearly. After the end of the world, Fan in a world infested by zombies, stuping and living a miserable life. Then I was lucky enough to kill a mutant zombie. I got an awakening crystal. I awakened my spatial ability. The most terrifying thing in the end of the world is not zombies, but the human heart. It is hunger that has caused tens of millions of people to starve to death. Good white-collar workers are going too. One night in the second year of the apocalypse, Fan. When he woke up, I actually came back here. I'll start to stock up like crazy from now on. Stock up the most supplies in the shortest time. Win everyone in the Doomsday. But unfortunately, there is no warehouse that big. If my space ability is still there. Thinking of this, Fan subconsciously touched his forehead. Suddenly, a space tunnel appeared in front of him. Is this a space power? Fan was immediately overjoyed. My own space power. I was reborn with him. Then he had a thought. Immediately entered the space system. What appeared before his eyes was billions of cubic meters of storage space. Can store any item and keep fresh. Storage space is available. The rest is to buy supplies. Fan. Inherit the old rich man's property. The only two 5-star hotels in Chang'an Prefecture. The total assets are about 3 billion, of which 300 million is liquid capital. He immediately took out his cell phone and said, "Hello, Boss Huang? I am Fan from the Purple Gold Summit Hotel. I want to order 10,000 boxes of instant noodles, 10,000 boxes of ham sausages right now." What hotel? Why order so many instant noodles and ham sausages? Because I'm tired of eating abalone and sea cucumbers every day. I need to eat some instant noodles to improve my life. Deliver the goods to my villa overnight. Manager Lee, I want 100 tons of beef, 100 tons of pork, 100 tons of vegetables. What? You don't have so much stock? Then kill the cowboy pigs for me overnight. Let all the meat and vegetable vendors take action under his command. Money is not a problem. Fan began to use his own 300 million working gasoline and diesel from gas stations across the city. Ordering medicines from medical institutions across the city. Generators from factories. Soon, Fan found that the balance of his account was 0. Scratched his head. An idea suddenly came to his mind. Although his working capital had been used up, but there was still a 5-star hotel. Jia Fan thought for a moment, dialed a number. For Uncle Zhang, I need some money urgently. Can you lend me 3 billion? Jia Fan collected some supplies in a zombie-infested world, fell asleep in a dilapidated house. Back to 10 days before the end of the world. Started the crazy stockpiling mode. Uncle Wei Jiang, I need money urgently. Can you lend me 3 billion? Oh, Xiao Fan, I am your uncle. Our two families are so close. Uncle will give it to you. But the hotel did have some problems recently. The funds are really not turning over. So this old fox is really an old sow. Your business in the oil town. It's worth at least 5 billion. Will the funds be unable to circulate? Uncle Zhang, how about this? I'll mortgage the Bauhinia Summit Hotel to you. What? You want to mortgage the Bauhinia Summit Hotel to me? Yes. Can you lend me 3 billion yuan? Oh. Although your Bauhinia Summit Hotel is valued at 3 billion yuan, but the hotel industry is in a downturn recently. You can make much money. You know this too. But what is the relationship between our two companies? Uncle, you'll suffer a little loss. I can mortgage you up to 250 billion at most. This old fox is really tired. How about this? Uncle Zhang, you mortgaged me 3 billion. I'll return you 5% interest every month. 5% interest. 3 billion 5% interest. That's 1.5 million. Every month, nothing is clean. Earn 50 million. Okay, for the sake of our long-standing friendship. Okay, but the money will arrive tomorrow. I need it urgently. Okay. I'll go to you to sign the contract tomorrow morning. Just wait. I'll give you 1.5 million ghost money every month. Jia Fan, what's wrong with you recently? Why are you so short of money? I recently lost some money in online gambling. Now, I want to get some money to make up for it. I will definitely win the next time. I won't say any more. I'm going to win money. Jia Fan is a prodigal son, borrowing 3 billion. 5% interest per month. That's 1.5 million. Give me 150 million for free every month. Ha 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 ha. What a stupid kid. Just as stupid as his cheap daddy. He is addicted to online gambling, even if he loses all the money he borrowed. We want to lose money if we buy the Purple Gold Summit Hotel for 3 billion. There's no need for us to bother getting rid of him. He is already a mess. Tomorrow, we will go to him to sign a contract. Then we'll see how miserable he is now. I feel so good just thinking about it now. I can't wait. At this moment, Jia Fan is already standing at the gate of the villa. The first truck convoy for delivery arrived. Master Fan, the 10,000 boxes of instant noodles you ordered have arrived. Where should we put them? Let's put them in the warehouse first. They are coming one truck after another. Such a small warehouse. I'm afraid it can't hold 10,000 boxes of instant noodles. I told you to release it, so you did. How about we make a bet? If the warehouse can hold 10,000 boxes of instant noodles, you give me another 10,000 boxes of instant noodles for free. Not necessary. The workers followed Master Fan's order to unload the goods. At the command, the truck convoy entered the villa yard in a line. Started to unload the goods into the warehouse. The goods here have not been unloaded yet. The next wave of convoys has arrived. Hey, Master Fan, the 100 tons of beef you ordered has arrived. Where do you think it should be placed? You can unload it from the back door. It should be in the back hill. Jia Fan took advantage of the time difference. After all the workers left the villa, Jiafan put the instant noodles into the space hull. All other materials were also collected. Worked all night. Only half of the ordered materials were received, but Jiafan was too sleepy. He could only call to postpone the delivery of the following supplies. He went to the bedroom and fell asleep. Didn't I ask you to deliver it in the afternoon? What do you mean by delivering it in the afternoon? Xiaofan, didn't we agree to sign the contract this morning? You can't go back on your word. Jiafan, have the final say. I will never go back on my word. Uncle Zhang, come quickly. Just prepare the money. I'll be there soon. Jiafan came to the living room. At this time, Bai Ling is a gift from the old rich man to Jiafan. She has been with him for 3 years. 1 year after the old rich man passed away, Bai Ling also accompanied Jiafan through it. Then the Doomsday broke out. Bai Ling was also lost, unfortunately. But this time... But I actually forgot. By Bai Ling his favorite dried fish. Hey, Boss Liu. I want to order 10,000 boxes of dried fish and 10,000 boxes of cat food. I don't want that cat food. I want all the dried fish and send them to me in the evening. Jiafan turned his head and looked at the gate. I saw a black Rolls-Royce parked at the gate. The old fox is here to give money. Jiafan immediately opened the door. The Rolls-Royce drove into the front yard of the villa, stopped at the door of the building. The passenger door was pushed open. A woman wearing a hip skirt. The long-haired beauty got out of the car, opened the back door. Secretary Liu, are all the contracts ready? Chairperson, don't worry. I am ready. It's hard for you. You worked so hard last night. Get up again to work on the contract. This month's salary will double. Thank you, Chairperson. Just then, Zhang Feng came over from behind. He said, Secretary Liu, my father is old. Do you understand? I understand. You are smart. 1 minute later, Zhang Beek and the other two walked into the living room of the villa. Buy. Odds 110. I bought 100 million. The old yellow dog came first. Just buy the old yellow dog. The old yellow dog has shiny fur. Old, but still strong. Jiafan. Yeah, old yellow dog. You are here. Jiafan. You love me. I love you. Jiafan. Sweet. Come on, sit down, said Jiafan. It's not Uncle Zhang who said you. You are too obsessed with playing with things. Tell me, how much money did you lose? Not much. As long as old yellow dog comes first this time. That Uncle Zhang. Is the money ready? When can it be deposited into my account? I had the money ready long ago, but you have to sign the contract first. Jiafan opened the contract and glanced at it. This contract is a regular mortgage contract, but there are a lot of tricks in inconspicuous places, including if I can't pay off the loan and interest within 1 month, assets of Purple Gold Summit, it will automatically be transferred to Zhang Bi's name, and you have to continue to pay interest. The old fox is good at calculating. But this time, you are probably playing a fool. 1 month later, you are probably even your own bones, all eaten by zombies. Okay, no problem. I'll sign. Yo. Wait, Uncle Zhang, where's the money? Don't worry, the money will be yours. Jiafan, you just sold out Uncle Xia's hard work. I feel really bad. Then you just need to pay more. Oh, the contract has been signed. Can you tear up the contract after it's signed? Wait, Jia Fan, let's talk it over. After Uncle Zhang Feng's reminder, Jia Fan said, I do have a request. You tell me, as long as Uncle can do it. How about this? I will mortgage this mountain villa to you. 200 million. What, Jia Fan? Even the last of the old capital was mortgaged. I thought this guy was going to regret it at the last minute. I didn't expect to give me a big piece of fat meat. Okay, but your villa is not worth 200 million, 150 million. A monthly salary of 300 million is also 5%, but I have a condition. Give me 8 days to prepare. I will move out of the villa after 8 days. The end of the world will come in 8 days. Just waiting for these two fathers and sons to come and seek death. Deal done. Secretary Liu. Add an additional clause to the contract. Just follow what we just discussed. Write it clearly. I glanced at the contract. After confirming that it was correct, then I signed my name. When will Uncle Jiang's money arrive? Right away, right away, right away. 3.3 billion RMB received in Alipay. I am very busy, both of you. I want to send you any more. Let's go, Fenger. From now on, there is no buyer in Chang'an Prefecture. At this moment, I have no time to pay attention to these two ungrateful people because I am contacting construction companies and material companies. I plan to renovate this villa, build it into a Doomsday base fortress. I immediately invited 500 construction workers. The renovation of the mountain villa compound began. The plan is to first strengthen the fence, install high-voltage power grids on the surrounding fences. In this way, ordinary zombies cannot get close. They'll be electrocuted into charcoal if touched. Secondly, we need to expand several warehouses and greenhouses. Warehouses are used to store supplies. Greenhouses are used to grow various vegetables and fruit. But it's a pity the chickens, ducks, cattle, and sheep cannot be raised. Because in the end of the world, except for humans, almost all animals will mutate. Plants are not necessarily. There are 3 common natural disasters. The first is the Ziri. Wherever the purple sunlight shines, all animals and plants will become corrupted. The second is the blood moon. Wherever the blood moonlight shines, all animals and plants will fall into a frenzy of killing. The third is the red storm. Red storm sweeps the world. Heavy rain mixed with silver thunder can turn land into ocean in an instant. Blue-ringed octopus mutated in rain. Fallen great white shark will invade the land, start a blood feast. But as long as they are not directly exposed to the purple sun and are not exposed to the red rain, plants will not mutate. So I plan to build a few greenhouses. Install explosion-proof glass on the top of the greenhouse. Organic polymer tempered film. In this way, you can block the purple sunlight and bloody moonlight to ensure the normal growth of vegetables and fruit trees. But sometimes you have to go out of the base. Go somewhere to search for supplies, hunting zombies or something. So I need a means of transportation. A high-powered, heavily armored vehicle. A super doomsday car with run-flat tires. Thinking of this, I drove my supercar directly. 15 minutes later, I drove my supercar to the car modification factory. Mouse. Hey, Master Fan is technician of Wang Hao's vehicle factory. As a teacher, first-class modification technology. During the last apocalypse, I once escaped from the zombies with Wang Hao. Sometimes I would share food with Wang Hao. Later, Wang Hao saved me and was swallowed by the zombies. Wang Hao is my only brother in the apocalypse. A brother who has shared life and death with me. I swore secretly I will protect Wang Hao in this life. I want to play a big one this time. How about playing with me? What's there to be afraid of? You are disobeying your superiors and speaking. Hausi, risked my life to accompany a gentleman. Tell me how you would dare to do it this time. I was just about to speak. Suddenly, I caught a glimpse of a military green heavy truck in the garage. Heavy and stable chassis, explosion-proof and anti-peeping glass, hard bodies and lines. It's really a Doomsday exclusive mount. I want it. What the hell do you want this for? This military vehicle is a scrapped car collected a few days ago. I know this is it, except for the chassis frame. All other core components of this car are scrapped. It will cost at least $1 million to modify it. Why would you spend that money? 10 million? I'll give you a budget of 10 million. Change it according to my requirements. Why don't you have confidence? What do you mean, change it? You tell me how to change it. Replace it with the one with the highest horsepower in your store. Replace the drive shaft with the best and strongest ones. Replace the tempered glass with explosion-proof. Add another layer of explosion-proof net on the outside. Wrap the entire body with thickened steel. Replace the tire with explosion-proof tire. Pay attention to the fuel tank. It must be big, and it must be thick. It must not leak oil. Also, 100 spare tires, 100 spark plugs, 10 sets of car repair tools. Not master fan. You are modifying the car. Or a modified tank. And what do you need so many spare tires for? This spare tire is not the spare tires in your bed. I know how to modify it. The key point is that the front of the car must be equipped with an iron head pusher. Master fan, you two are going to fight with this thing. We still need to push the tower. I want to hit the zombies. The end of the world is coming. Ha 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 ha. Master fan, you are really humorous. Doomsday and zombies. Ha 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 ha. How long will it take? It will take about 10 days to complete. I can only give you 7 days. After 7 days, drive over to see me. Remember, I'll work overtime for 7 days. Where's your boss? The air-conditioned office on the second floor is okay. I'll go find him. What do you want to find him for? I am going to sell this supercar. It's estimated to be sold for more than 30 million. What the hell? You're going to sell this supercar? This car has been modified more than a dozen times, but it's your hard work. If you raise short of money, then what do I need? I am short of life, right? I found the owner of the modified car factory. I paid the deposit for the modified car. Then I sold my supercar. It was just as Wang Hao said. That guy is a complete profiteer. A supercar worth more than 30 million. It was sold for more than 20 million. Then I called a taxi and headed to the villa on the hillside. But I got stuck in traffic on the road. They are all heavy trucks carrying goods to my villa. The entire mountain road is blocked. So many supplies. They are rushing to disaster relief, right? You really said it. It is indeed disaster relief, but they only saved me. I was wondering why the prices had been rising recently. So they were all taken to help with disaster relief. Isn't that right? Yesterday, I went to buy pork, but the boss said they were out of stock. Isn't that infuriating? I bought out all the pork in Fata Chang'an Mansion. It seems that Chang'an, the mansion, is still too small. It's only been 30 days, and it's already out of stock. I've also been busy. Ordered 100 high-voltage electric batons. Also ordered 10 Tang swords. 7 days have passed in a flash. At this moment, I am in the Space Temple. Counting the stockpiled supplies, 10,000 tons of rice have been stored. 10,000 tons of flour were put into storage. 10,000 tons of beef were put into storage. 100,000 tons of purified water were put into storage. Looking at the endless space hull, I finally felt relieved. So many supplies, enough to live forever in the apocalypse. Until the seas run dry and the rocks crumble. According to the time calculation, the apocalypse will come tomorrow. The renovation of the villa has been basically completed. Let's check it first. There are 5 sheds on the left side of the villa. Tempered glass is installed on the top. UV-proof polymer organic screening. More than a dozen kinds of vegetable seedlings were planted inside, and fruit tree seedlings. The swimming pool on the right side of the villa was also surrounded by a steel frame and transformed into a fish pond. I also raised more than a dozen koi and turtles in it. I want to see what they'll look like after they mutate. The walls of the villa have also been thickened with half glass, all replaced with explosion-proof tempered glass. The electric fence of Fanchao's fence has been installed. Do you want to give it a try? I followed the electrician to the iron fence. There was no trace of the electric grid installed on the iron fence because the circuits are all buried underground. This is the only way to be safe. Fanchao, this is the remote control. Now the iron fence is connected to the high-voltage wire network. Just press this red button. You can get high-voltage electricity if you use a generator or battery for power later. Just change the line plug. But what should we use for the experiment? Master fan, don't worry. My co-workers went to the forest behind the mountain to catch them. He didn't go there either. I'll be back soon. 10 minutes later, several workers came back carrying a little wild boar. Although this little wild boar is not very big, but its fur is very thick. Its character is very fierce. The defense of ordinary zombies. It's about the same size as this little wild boar. If it works, let's try it. Everyone, get ready 1, 2, 3. Come on, workers. Thank you for your hard work. I'll treat everyone to electric bamboo shoots. Come on, let's eat some together with some condiments. Master fan, you actually carry condiments with you. What a man who knows how to live. Just then, the roar of an engine came from a distance. The whole ground was shaking slightly. What's that sound? The workers turned their heads to look at the source of the sound. On the mountain road. That thing is a tank. Let's be more realistic about the anti-tank suspension vehicle. The modified heavy truck drove directly into the villa compound, stopped in front of everyone. How is Master Fan? Brother didn't disappoint you, did he? Brother is awesome. I gave all the remaining 1 million yuan in my account to the workers in red envelopes so that they can go home and spend time with their families. Master Fan, you not only modified the car, but also modified the yard. I am afraid you won't believe me. I observed the sky last night and found that a natural disaster would befall the world tomorrow. Well, you believe me. I believe it. What are you looking for? That rice spoon. Do you usually take tranquilizers or anti-replacement agents? I am your sister. Don't believe me, right? Well, don't go back tonight. Stay and drink with me. Get up tomorrow morning. I'll show you a once-in-a-millennium natural disaster fireworks show. Set an alarm. 9:30 in the morning, 9:40. The end of the world will come. Master Fan, seeing how sick you are, I can't bear to leave you alone. Okay, I'll stay and have a drink with you tonight. I'll take you to see a doctor tomorrow morning. Hey, go ahead. I wish you a speedy recovery. The two were drinking. Bai Ling walked over with a cat-like step. It seemed that she was frightened. She went straight into my arms. The end of the world will come tomorrow. Could it be that Bai Ling sensed danger? Hey, this cat is so pretty. Oh my god, this cat is so fierce. Bai Ling is just a little shy. Don't worry, she's been vaccinated. Bai Ling doesn't seem to have much appetite, still nestling in my arms and refusing to come out. You know, after the end of the world, almost all animals have mutated. This is natural selection, and according to the agreed maturity. There are three main types of superpowers. The first type is physical superpowers. It can greatly increase the awakened person's strength, speed, and defense, reaction speed, etc. Some physical awakened people can even achieve a gigantic body. The second type is elemental abilities. For example, wind, fire, lightning, etc. Water element, earth element. Poison element, dark element. You can control the power of elements to fight. The third type is superpower, including telekinesis, healing ability, regeneration ability, space ability, etc. Of course, there are some very special abilities. I may not have seen them. Thinking of this, I am looking forward to Bai Ling's awakening ability. Wang Hao and I drank a few more bottles. Both of us fell asleep in a daze. Wake up, wake up. Wake up. What's wrong, Master Fan? Get up quickly. There are still 10 minutes. The end is coming. I said you are sick. You are seriously ill. Just then, the doorbell suddenly rang. I turned my head and looked on the surveillance screen at the gate. Zhang Bi and Zhang Fei waving at the camera with a smirk on their faces. It's the 8th day for Jia Fan. You should move out of the villa. Uncle Zhang is here to fulfill the contract. Do you have money to pay me back? If you don't have money to pay back, then get out of this villa immediately. All your property will be mine. You, Jia Fan, are a lost dog. Jia Fan. The hotel is still short of a position for cleaning the toilets. I've reserved it for you. Hurry up and get out and report to the toilet. It's too late to even lose this job. Sometimes people want to die. You can't stop them. Who are those two guys from Fang Shao? So arrogant. My enemy. I glanced at the time on my phone. There are still 6 minutes until the end of the world. They came just in time. Uncle Zhang, please wait for 5 minutes. I'll put on my clothes and show off. Okay, I've been waiting for so many years. It's not a big deal to wait for 5 minutes. Come on, Mouse. I'd like to invite you to watch a real-life zombie show. Come to the French window. There's no sun here. You can also see the scene at the gate. Real zombies. What the hell is that? I only saw 2 people. There are so many people gathered at the gate. Zhang Bi and Zhang Fei followed behind. Just didn't let them appear in front of the camera. 5 minutes are up. Jia Fan, get out now. I gave you face, but you are shameless. Come on, someone. At an order. 2 bodyguards walked to the door. Raised the fire axe. Hit the door hard. I'll just electrocute him to death. Is there any law? Zhang Feng was also shocked, looking incredulous, staring at the 2 charred bodies on the ground. Zhang Bi has a lot of experience. I was not shocked by the death scene. After all, when we were fighting for the world in the early years, who doesn't have a few lives in their hands? Okay, Gia fan, you killed just someone. Wait to spend the rest of your life in prison. Finger called the police to arrest the man. At the same time, the sky trembled violently. It suddenly became gloomy. It came as expected. The mouse retreated out of the sunlight. What's changed? As soon as the words fell, several dark cracks suddenly appeared on the sky, like hideous and ugly scars. The sun was instantly covered with a layer of purple mist. The strange purple sunlight shines on the vast. The next moment, the plants on the surface of the blue planet began to grow wildly, emitting a hideous aura. The ocean begins to roll up strangely in huge waves. The size of animals in the seawater increased tenfold or 100-fold. The blood-red eyes burst into a ferocious look. Suddenly, they let out a hard, trenching roar. The body began to rot. They fell in large numbers on the street. In almost the blink of an eye, the entire city of Chang'an lost its vitality. Dead and gloomy. 1 minute later, the blood-colored mist dissipated. The sun faded its purple color. It has recovered its original appearance, but on the earth, a mad zombie is rampant. Fan, what happened to Master Fan? What happened? The end of the mouse has come. The end of the mouse has really come. Hao was stunned, staring blankly at the world outside the window. I simply couldn't accept it. I patted his shoulder. Give him some time to digest it. I came to Bai Ling. At this moment, Bai Ling was curled up in the corner of the sofa, squinting his eyes. Seems to be in great pain. The next moment, Bai Ling's bones and flesh began to wriggle strangely. The claws kept extending. I really didn't expect it. Bai Ling actually awakened. The most mysterious shadow system, as expected of my cat master. The reason why the shadow system is rare, because the chance of awakening is 1 in 10,000, and there is a chance of mutation. The violence in Bai Ling's black eyes gradually dissipated. The purple eyes gradually became clear. Oh. I secretly breathed a sigh of relief, rubbing Bai Ling's little head lovingly. With the shadow type Bai Ling by my side, my sense of security in this Doomsday has skyrocketed. Although he is only at the first level of bronze rank now, but I have the confidence that I can help him advance rapidly. Howzy, you and Bai Ling stay here first. I am going to do something. What's going on? Staring at the urban clusters at the foot of the mountain. Pale face, heart pounding. The 4 of them were protected from the sun by the parasol. They survived by chance. At this moment, the 2 charred bodies on the ground suddenly opened their eyes. The dead bodies twisted their limbs, standing up slowly in a strange posture. The bloodthirsty breath permeated wildly. They opened their mouths wide, like vicious dogs pouncing on their prey. A bronze-level zombie. But it is still scary. What are you standing there for? Come on! Come on! Dad, should we run? Run fast. Son, my dear son, save your dad quickly. I am still young. I don't want to die. Please just rest in peace, Dad. You evil creatures. Oh. Oh, you are done. I walked around the zombies that were eating. I came to Zhongfeng. Jia Fan, please. Save me, save me. We are brothers. I don't want to be brothers with beasts. As soon as the words fell, 3 zombies moved over. In the front, it was Zhongbi who had degenerated into a zombie. Don't eat me! Don't eat me! Jia Fan, hurry up! Besieged by 3 zombies, Zhongfeng finally died in agony. No breath left. The next moment, he suddenly opened his empty eyes. Also degenerated into a zombie. I put away the male and female. I changed my hand to an electric baton. Energy crystal. In the brain of each zombie, there is a chance to produce energy crystal, the basic resource for all superpowered people to cultivate. The energy contained inside can be absorbed, and ordinary zombies like this bronze level 1 can only produce bronze level crystals in their brains. Contains very low energy. I have calculated. A mutant can be upgraded from bronze level 1 to bronze level 2. It probably needs to absorb at least 10 bronze crystals. Then I crack open the heads of 2 more zombies. It's really not that easy to get. In the end, only the zombie head of Buick is what left there. God bless me. I am going to open the treasure chest. A yellowish-brown crystal suddenly emerged, emitting a dazzling light. A faint smell of soil swept in all directions. An Earth-type awakening crystal. I really have a yellow body. Even Earth-type awakening crystals can be exploded. Speaking of which, this Buick is just earthy. Otherwise, the Earth Awakening crystal would be exploded. I put away the Awakening crystal. Then I returned to the villa halfway up the mountain. First, I carefully checked the 5 vegetable and fruit greenhouses. The roof covering above the greenhouse was always closed. Not a single ray of sunlight can penetrate. So these seedlings are not polluted by the purple sunlight. Everything is normal. Then I went to the pond to observe. At this moment, the mutated koi and turtle are fighting each other, trying to devour each other. The koi's fangs are sharp. The 2 are fighting fiercely, splashing water. Fortunately, the number of koi and turtles put in was small. If there were a little more, the whole pond would not be able to hold them. I came to the living room on the 2nd floor. Wang Hao's emotions have almost calmed down. Browsing the news on his phone. Master Fan, have you read the news? The whole world is changing. The Pacific's tsunami engulfed half of the land of Sakura country. Volcanic eruptions engulfs 1/4 of the American population. Cabbage mutation. Plant toxins contaminate all water sources in kimchi country. Amazon forest expands. Africa is completely covered by tropical rainforests. Mediterranean sea dries up. Sea monsters invade Europa cities. I know all about it. I didn't expect your prediction to come true. Since the rat is like this, I'll show my cards. I predicted that you would awaken the Earth-related supernatural powers. Master Fan, what do you mean by this? In simple terms, now the end of the world has come. There are more and more zombie mutant species. there is a chance of awakening different types of crystals. If humans swallow these crystals, there is a chance of awakening corresponding abilities. Bai Ling awakened the shadow ability. Can use shadow abilities? And I have awakened the space-related ability. Can open up a dimensional space. This is the Earth-related awakening crystal. If you want, you can swallow it. If you are lucky, you can awaken the Earth-related ability. Just swallow it. What do you feel? A bit disgusting. Nausea on the meal. Where did you get this thing from? Inside a zombie's ass. Just kidding you. From the zombie's head. I've gotten used to vomiting. At this moment, energy fluctuations in the air instantly rush to Wang Hao's forehead, gather to form a purple-yellow supernatural ash. Sparkling. What a hot thing. Master Fan, am I disfigured? You are so lucky. You also ate an awakening crystal and successfully awakened. Some people may not be able to awaken, even if they eat 100 pills. I really awakened my superpowers. But I don't feel any changes in my body. Your current level is too low. You are no different from ordinary people. I want to exert the power of superpowers. We must hunt zombies to obtain energy crystals. I see. By the way, Master Fan, I just wanted to tell you. I am going to save my girlfriend. I called her, but no one answered. Are you sure you want to save her? It's very chaotic and dangerous outside now, and the second round of natural disasters will come soon. Our best option is to stay here. I understand what you mean, but she is my girlfriend. I must protect his safety. Master Fan, Brother Fan, thank you for your care. Otherwise, I would have turned into a zombie by now. I hope I will have the opportunity to repay you in the future. The rat calls me brother. I can't ignore my brother's affairs. I'm just going to rob a few granaries and gas stations. By the way, I'll help you. Let's go and try out my Doomsday exclusive mount. Good white-collar workers are going too. Where is your girlfriend? How's he? Chang'an Medical University, soon. The modified heavy truck went down the mountain road. Arrived in the city. The city was in a mess. The air was filled with a strong smell of blood. The roadside is full of cars that were burned and damaged by fire. The shops on both sides are either closed or destroyed. Zombies are wandering around the streets, attacking pedestrians who evaded the tickets. These people are so miserable. As he said this, the door under his feet parted. The front of the steel train knocked away to wandering zombies. This is the end of the world. Howsy, there is something I must tell you in advance. The first rule of surviving in the apocalypse. Good Brother Fan, I'll listen to you. The modified heavy truck arrived at the gate of Chang'an Medical University. At this moment, the gate has been blocked by 2 cars. Only 1 meter-wide entrance is left. You must get off the car and walk. The rat uses this. Bai Ling, let's go. The campus of the medical university is full of zombies. There are screams coming from the teaching buildings and dormitory buildings. Can you confirm which buildings and rooms your girlfriend is in? At this time, she should be in the medical laboratory on the 5th floor. It's the building on the far left. The shadow type Bai Ling is really powerful. Luckily, Bai Ling did a good job. Today's dried fish doubled. led by Ling, is the European Emperor. One claw down and you get a celebrity crystal.